Serial saga. New insight on this week's key court decision that could give convicted killer Adnan Syed a fresh trial. It was almost 20 years ago when a passerby found Syed's ex-girlfriend's body dumped in the woods. WJZ investigator Mike Helgren is live in Leakin Park, where that gruesome discovery was made, with more from the woman who brought this case international attention. Mike?
Denise, she's a friend of Syed's family who pushed the creators of the Serial podcast to take a look into this case. That podcast has now been downloaded more than 175 million times. Hae-Min Lee's loved ones wept when WJZ interviewed them shortly before the first verdict in the trial for her killing.
And I just want to see justice done. That's all.
They believed Adnan Syed was guilty then and still do today. But the major decision this week by Maryland's Court of Special Appeals means Syed could have a new trial by the 20th anniversary of Hae's murder.
All the charges have been vacated. It's incredible.
Rabia Chowdhury is the author of a book about the case. She contacted the creators of the Serial podcast, who brought this case worldwide attention, and that brought funding and momentum for Syed's appeal of his life sentence.
Adnan is not the only victim here. There is a victim of murder here. Her name's Hae-Min Lee. They need to reopen the investigation and look for the person who actually killed her.
The court's decision hinged on Asia McLean, who says she was with Adnan in a Woodlawn library at the time the killing happened. His attorney never called her to testify. The court ruled jurors should have heard her story.
Adnan came in, he sat at the table, and we weren't really close friends or anything like that, but we knew each other.
Adnan's mother described her pain to me 2 years ago.
This is obviously very emotional for you as a mother.
You know, he was 17 when they took him. When I see him in the court, it's like, you know, he's the grown man, like 35 years old. So there's 17 years, you know.
An old murder case re-examined thanks to new media.
I always did believe in my heart, especially, you know, for my mom. She's very strong, and she would always, you know, like tell us to keep having hope.
Maryland's Attorney General has 29 more days to decide whether he will appeal the decision for the new trial. Live in Leakin Park, Mike Helgren, WJZ.
All right, thank you, Mike. If a new trial does move forward, the Baltimore City State's Attorney's Office would prosecute Syed.